afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday. How are you?
I am well. We're going to be taking calls today for Dr. Zorba Pastor.
So start thinking up your medical questions. Before we get started, I want to thank a viewer from Sun Prairie. Her name is Audrey. She's 93 years old. She sends an anniversary card, and she asked me to wink on the air to acknowledge that I received it, but I don't want to do that. I wanted to do this instead. So thank you for the nice anniversary wishes, Audrey.
That's very, very sweet.
She's been watching since I started here, she says, and it's probably true.
We'll give her a wave and a wink.
I'll wink now. Okay. All right, here's what's making news on this Thursday. Ever wanted to bring your dog into the grocery store? Well, we'll tell you about a bill that would allow just that. 3
are injured in a rock fall in Colorado as the quest to return a Madison hiker's body continues.
And a longtime Madison staple is back on newsstands. Today, we'll tell you about the return of Isthmus. Let's take a look outside. Got kind of cloudy late in the day, but the splash park's still doing brisk business as the temperatures are up there. Storm chances increasing, however. Austin's in the backyard. It's not raining here yet.
Hey,
oh, it is raining here.
It is raining here yet. It just started here a few moments ago, so you were accurate as of just about 1 or 2 minutes ago, but the rain just started falling. Now, it's very light. We're not looking at any heavy downpours, strong to severe thunderstorms. Not really the case here for today, but we are seeing those very light rain showers. The pavement hasn't even gotten fully wet yet. Just a few of these raindrops falling out of the sky right now. Currently 76 degrees as well, but taking a peek at our Doppler track, this is about what we're looking at right here in the Madison area. Very light rain showers. And that's what we're looking at for the possibility here for the rest of today. Those lighter rain showers, not much of an actual cause for concern, but possibly enough to wet the pavement here and there. Taking a step back, you can see just the scope of this system moving through. It's really just not doing too much in terms of bringing widespread rainfall, but what it really is doing, it's tanking our temperatures. 76 degrees now in the Madison area. We were in the 80s just about a half hour ago. We were at about 82 degrees, but notice how our western communities have really significantly cooled off with the lower 70s and upper 60s, thanks to some of this lighter rainfall and the cloud cover. Dew points, however, looking still pretty decent overall, some 50s here and there, 60s for the rest of us as well. And then later on tonight, we do have that chance to see a shower or thunderstorm, patchy fog otherwise, a low temperature of around 66 degrees. So temperatures not going to get as cool overnight thanks to the heavy cloud cover that we're expecting and that small chance for a shower or a thunderstorm.
Well, it cooled it off, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Austin. Thank you. For all you dog lovers out there, you might soon be able to bring your pup with you to more businesses around Wisconsin. For instance, workplaces it's up to your employer. News 3 Now allows them, and here are our own station pups, the news hounds, in the newsroom. Louie and Oliver love it here. They always have an absolute blast when they're here.
We love them here more. They make everybody happy. However, as cute as they may be, dogs are still not allowed inside certain food establishments like the grocery store. Our Jamie Perez shares how Fleet Farm is leading the way for legislators to make it legal for you to do so.
Fleet Farm executives tell me that they get so many complaints every week from customers who say that they're not allowed to bring their dogs inside. But there's a law that says they legally can't. Dogs are not allowed in stores where food is sold. That's why they helped start a bill that would allow dogs inside retail stores that sell pre-packaged foods. So this does not apply to restaurants or grocery stores, but it would certainly make it easier to bring your pup into other retail stores where food is sold.
This just allows them to keep that connection with their pet, allow them to go shopping with them versus leaving them at home or, in worst case scenario, having to leave them in their vehicle and putting them in a dangerous situation.
The bill already passed through the Assembly and the Senate is set to discuss it in September. Right now, there is no opposition to this bill. Coming up tonight at 5, what else Fleet Farm executives are doing to make life a little easier for pet owners, especially in rural communities.
Thank you, Jamie. Unity Point Health joined other healthcare systems around Wisconsin in announcing a COVID vaccination requirement today. Unity Point, which owns Meritor Hospital in Madison, said its 33,000 workers must be fully vaccinated by November 1st. Employees can request an exemption for medical or religious reasons. Pregnant workers are strongly encouraged to get vaccinated, but they can get a temporary deferral.
The Biden administration announced plans to increase vaccinations as students prepare to return to classrooms. The Biden administration laid out efforts to increase vaccinations among students, including pop-up clinics at schools, sending pediatricians to schools on parent-teacher nights, and incorporating vaccines in physicals required for student athletes. The initiative comes as coronavirus cases spike across the country.
These cases are concentrated in communities with low vaccination rates. In fact, over the past 7 days, Florida and Texas have accounted for about 1/3 of new cases and more than 1/3 of new hospitalizations nationwide.
The CDC reports 83% of U.S. counties have substantial or high transmission of COVID-19. An urgent care facility in Slidell, Louisiana, is turning away patients. Most have COVID. The Delta variant has also caused increase in infections in children. As of yesterday, 135 children were hospitalized with COVID in Florida, the highest number ever in the state.
Germany, France, Israel, and the UK have all announced that they are going ahead with plans to begin administering COVID-19 booster shots. That is despite calls from the World Health Organization for wealthy countries to impose a moratorium on the extra doses. The WHO director wants to ensure that poorer countries have enough vaccines to vaccinate their populations first, while Africa has currently fully vaccinated 2% of its population. Wealthy countries continue to sign deals with pharmaceutical companies to secure additional doses.
Today marks the 9th anniversary of the shooting at the Sikh temple in Oak Creek. President Biden tweeted this morning saying, "We must continue to stand up to hate and bigotry and ensure all are able to practice their faith without fear." 10 people were shot, 6 of them killed, after a gunman with links to white supremacy entered the temple and opened fire.
A statewide Amber Alert is being issued for a 2-month-old baby boy after authorities say he was taken by his mother and may need immediate medical attention. When officers tried to meet with his mother, Haley Pillow, she allegedly sped off, starting a car chase. She is described as being 5'1" and approximately 120 pounds with hazel eyes and brown hair. She's believed to be driving a silver 2002 Toyota Camry with a black front bumper and Wisconsin license plates AHY 5345.
3 people trying to recover the body of a Madison man on a Colorado mountain were injured yesterday after being hit by a massive rockfall, likely triggered by other climbers above them. The incident delayed the recovery of the body of Kelly McDermott of Madison, which was spotted by a search helicopter early Wednesday. McDermott had been reported missing after failing to return from a climb of the 14,000-foot mountain on Sunday.
It is the moment that many Wisconsinites have been waiting close to 2 years for. The state fair is officially back and open to the public. It's the 170th year for the state fair, and it's back with energy. It's taking place at its usual location outside of Milwaukee after being canceled last year due to the pandemic.
You're going to see some changes the way the fair is operating this year. Josh Spreiter has what you need to know if you're headed to West Allis.
The Wisconsin State Fair returns after no getting together in 2020. State Fair Park officially opened the gates today to folks excited to get back to all the action in person. In its 170th year, State Fairgoers can expect a few changes due to COVID this year. One of those is a later start time, gates opening at 11 a.m. this year. The event happening in accordance with local health guidelines, so folks can expect cashless parking and admission. Masks are recommended but not required, and there will be no refills on drinks, no eating contests, no daily parade or activity parade. Officials say you will also find more sanitation stations and increased cleaning.
When we canceled the fair in 2020 for the first time in 75 years, the stories we heard of, I bring my family every year and we celebrate my birthday, or I had my first date with my husband or wife at the state fair and we commemorate it every year, they'll be able to come back and keep those traditions and memories alive.
Tickets and vouchers for the 2020 Wisconsin State Fair will be honored at this year's event. The Wisconsin State Fair runs today through Sunday, August 15th, and for more information on the latest guidelines, you can go to channel3000.com. In West Allis, Josh Spreiter, News 3 Now.
A rapidly spreading wildfire, which has burned homes and forced thousands to evacuate in Northern California, generated a towering plume of smoke and flames visible from space. The river fire was less than 100 miles south of the enduring Dixie Fire, which, according to CAL FIRE, has consumed 278,000 acres and is only 35% contained 3 weeks after it started. More than a dozen wildfires are burning around the state, which typically experiences peak fire season later in the year. California is on pace to suffer even more burned acreage this year than last year, which was the worst fire season on record.
Well, at the Olympics, Team USA continues to rack up the medals. It was a redemption of sorts for the women's soccer team, convincingly beating Australia to win the bronze medal. Kevin Durant and the men's basketball team advanced to the gold medal game. American shot put gold medal winner Ryan Krauser broke 3 world records on his way to another gold. He held up a sign dedicated to his grandfather, who died just before the Tokyo Games. Canada's Andre DeGrassi may have won the 200-meter gold on the track, but it was Wisconsin sprinter Kenny McNarrick's mom who is winning hearts after watching her son win silver.
It blows my mind. It just blows my mind. This is a little kid whose whole dream in the world forever has been to run in the Olympics. And you never would have thought he'd ever do anything like this. He was a klutz. You know, he'd trip over his own 2 feet. So to see him run so flawlessly without any effort is just mind-boggling. And his brother used to say, oh, "You're going to be the next Usain Bolt." And then I would tease him and go, "No, that's insane Bolt." And then they used to get mad.
That is a proud mother. In some shocking news, Team USA crashed out of the men's 4x100 relay, not even making the finals and placing a distant 6th place in the heat. They used to dominate this event, but haven't won a medal since 2004. Olympic legend Carl Lewis, who won gold in the 4x100 in '84 and '92, slammed the team on Twitter, calling the failure, quote, "a total embarrassment and completely unacceptable."
After almost 18 months off of newsstands, Isthmus is back in print and better than ever. The nonprofit weekly paused print production last March when a majority of the advertising pulled out due to the pandemic. And so Isthmus adjusted, going online for the last year and a half, but returning today as a monthly publication with a membership. Even the workers there are happy to have it back.
I think Madison really prides itself on all of its different kind of local businesses and local kind of journalists and that sort of thing. So to have the Isthmus back covering, different things that go on in the city that are, intimate to people who live here and grew up here, who are familiar with what goes on here, it means a lot. Definitely to us being a local business.
This month's cover on Isthmus is a play on an image from the 1948 Dewey-Truman presidential race, because COVID certainly did not kill Isthmus. Go get yourselves a copy of this special edition. It can be found at coffee shops and grocery stores around Madison.
It's good to have it back. Well, it's time to hit the road with Harvey Braids.
When we come back, we'll find out what Harvey thinks of the redesigned 2021 Nissan Rogue as we go behind the wheel when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than Perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Looks like it's time to trade. Because it's trade month at your local Ford dealers. Get more cash for your eligible trade-in. Any brand, any model, all month long. Get Trade Assist cash on top of what your eligible vehicle is worth and trade up to a new Ford SUV. Your trade-in is worth more than you think, only during trade month. Right now, get up to $1,000 Trade Assist bonus cash on eligible models. It's trade month at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
We're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, local, hand-picked Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
Your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles that national TV ads promise, only better, because you're working with local agents who know the doctors, the specialists, and the hospital networks inside and out. You're not going to get that calling a call center in Des Moines, Iowa.
Don't get fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and they're free.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Welcome back. Uber Technologies reported widening losses even as trips and deliveries grew as drivers' incentives negatively impacted revenue as the ride, hail, and food delivery company. Uber posted a $509 million second quarter loss before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, including stock-based compensation, widening losses by nearly $150 million from the first quarter.
Problems persist for Spirit Airlines. The budget carrier canceled another 360 flights today. According to FlightAware, that's more than 45% of its total schedule. The low-cost carrier has canceled or delayed hundreds of flights since August 1st, stranding passengers around the country due to weather, technology outages, and staffing shortages. According to the Department of Transportation, travelers whose flights have been canceled are due a refund.
Stocks closed in positive territory ahead of tomorrow's jobs report. The Dow Industrials gained 271 points, closing at 35,064. The NASDAQ added 114. The S&P 500 was up 26 points. That's good enough for a record close. We'll be right back, apparently. Stay with us. Oh, no, we're going to hard.
Ashley Home Store's biggest multi-million-dollar mattress clearance event is on now. Get the lowest price in Wisconsin on doorbusters like these. Shop clearance and overstocks while they last. Pay as little as $20 a month for Tempur-Pedic. No interest financing for 6 years. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Outlets at the Dells, an attraction not to be missed. With over 60 of the world's biggest brands, we thrill family vacationers, trendsetters, and all who love a smoking hot discount. We are all about the thrill of the deal, the joy of finding the thing you forgot to pack, the backpack that the kids really, really want, the sneakers that make gym class the most awesome, and the discounts that no one else can touch. Save even more on back-to-school needs and get a free bucket of sidewalk chalk while supplies last. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
Looks like it's time to trade. Because it's trade month at your local Ford dealers. Get more cash for your eligible trade-in. Any brand, any model, all month long. Get Trade Assist cash on top of what your eligible vehicle is worth and trade up to a new Ford SUV. Your trade-in is worth more than you think, only during trade month. Right now, get up to $1,000 Trade Assist bonus cash on eligible models. It's trade month at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse.
Power your pets with Mounds brand dog power, perfect cat, and wild bird seed foods. They're nutritionally balanced, guaranteed fresh, and made in the USA. And every 11 gift bag is free. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
My heart failure diagnosis changed my priorities. I want time for the people I love. My heart doesn't pump enough blood, so my doctor gave me Farxiga. It helps my heart do its job better. Farxiga helps keep me living life and out of the hospital for heart failure.
Do not take if allergic to Farxiga. Symptoms of a serious allergic reaction include rash, swelling, difficulty breathing or swallowing. Stop taking and seek medical help right away. Tell your doctor right away if you have red color in urine or pain while you urinate or a genital area infection, since a rare but serious genital infection may be life-threatening. Do not take Farxiga if you have severe kidney problems or are on dialysis. Other serious side effects include dehydration, sudden kidney problems, genital yeast and bacterial infections in women and men, urinary tract infections, and low blood sugar. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of ketoacidosis, which is serious and may lead to death.
Work time with her? Sounds good to me.
If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ashley Home Store's multi-million-dollar clearance event is on now. Save up to 90% off hundreds of floor samples, scratch and dent items, special purchases, and more while they last. Shop sofas, sectionals, beds, dining tables. Everything must go up to 90% off. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Well, take a look at this. Watch this legs-only running robot complete a 5K in Oregon. The marching machine named Cassie was a joint invention between the mad scientists at the WISC-Kids at the Oregon State University and spin-out company Agility Robotics. What Cassie lacks in upper body strength, mainly because she doesn't have an upper body, she makes up in stamina, clocking a full 5K in just over 53 minutes. Frightening
Fascinating and frightening.
All at the same
Runs at
time.
about my pace there.
Okay, enjoy some oysters today. It's National Oyster Day.
Did you know there are over 100 different kinds of oysters? Oysters tend to take on the characteristics of the water in which they live, so they're typically named after the body of water where they grow. More oysters are produced in the Chesapeake Bay than in any other body of water in the world. Globally, nearly 2 billion pounds of oysters are eaten annually, and only 1 out of 10,000 produces a pearl. But hey, you might get lucky today. You never know.
I love oysters.
Do you ever have fried oysters? Those are really good, too.
I just like them in the hash.
Yeah, I like them, too.
Well, if you're going to try and build and sell a compact SUV these days, it better be pretty good, because there's almost 24 different models on sale.
Nissan took a look at its Rogue crossover and realized it was time for a change.
The vehicle has undergone a much-needed redesign for 2021. We checked it out with Harvey Briggs, and just so you know, we shot this report before the latest mask guidance was issued. So let's go behind the wheel. You know, if you didn't look at the nameplate, you wouldn't know what this is.
Yeah, this is a big change from the previous generation of the Nissan Rogue.
Now more truck-like, a little more upright, Nissan is trying to make the Rogue stand out in a crowded and competitive mid-size crossover SUV market. At last count, Harvey says there are 20 or 22 different models on sale. So how do you stand out?
Well, their niche is really family-focused. That's what this is all about. So one of the things is they've done a number of things to make it easier. One of them is this door. It opens 90 degrees.
Wow.
So if you want to get a car seat in here, now you don't have to struggle past it. You can just go straight in. And it also makes it easier for big guys like me to get in. So you see, you know, I'm not stepping through, and even with this seat most of the way back, there's plenty of rear seat legroom here.
There's also plenty of room in the back. Not the best in class, but it's right up there. A lot of improvement all around. And Nissan had no choice.
It's just major upgrades all around, both to the content that you get in this and the fit and finish and materials that they're using. You know, there was a point a few years ago where Nissan was not investing as much in research and development, in materials. They were trying to produce inexpensive cars.
They went rogue.
They went rogue, and it really didn't work that well for them. They started losing market share.
The Rogue's base price for a front-wheel drive model is around $26,000. Our tester, a fully loaded all-wheel drive platinum trim with options and shipping, stickers at $39,700. So the sweet spot here is somewhere in between.
Yeah, they make an SV version, which I think is really going to be the volume on this. But this shows you what this model is capable of.
All trim levels come with the same engine, a 2.5-liter 4 hooked up to a CVT. It drives okay?
Drives just fine. It's a mid-size crossover, you know, that classic 4-door, 5-passenger, competes with the CR-V, the RAV4, the CX-5,
Everybody
the
has
Tucson. Yeah, Ford has 2 of these things. They have an Escape and the Bronco Sport. So this is the meat and potatoes of the market, and they knew they were behind the 8 ball with the previous generation of this car, and so they worked really hard and really fast to upgrade this for 2021.
The Rogue is Nissan's moneymaker, its best-selling vehicle, so they had no choice but to step up their games.
And so they've done some things to bring themselves up to par, and they've done a few things that actually are better than average in the category.
So you're impressed?
Yeah, I think this is a big upgrade for them, and I'm happy to see it.
And Harvey's here now live at the Ride and Drive's World headquarters.
Hi, Harvey.
That's my little corner of the world again.
We didn't talk about mileage at all. It's about average, about 28 combined.
Yeah, it's right there for the category for a gas engine version. Unlike Toyota and Honda, you cannot get a hybrid in this yet. And we don't have any word about when it's coming. So that's part of it. And yeah, it's you know, just solidly planted in 3rd place in this category, right there with Honda and Toyota. But you know, it's never going to hit that level, I don't think.
It's a good-looking car. Is that because it's at the premium level?
That helped a lot.
Yeah, does that make a big difference?
Yeah, I think the premium trim level helps. You had a lot of that chrome. You had that really nice champagne silver color. You had that full panoramic sunroof and the larger wheels and tires, and that all makes a difference in the look and feel of the vehicle.
But you say the SV sort of in the middle is a sweet spot. The base has all the safety stuff, but not much else.
Right, and you move up to that next level, you get a little more technology, and that's going to start at about $28,000 for a 2-wheel drive version, front-wheel drive, and closer to $30,000 when you get all-wheel drive on that.
The wider doors for car seats and things like that is brilliant. Yeah, it really is for
just
families.
really simple little things, and you know, they're hard to do, but once you figure them out, it really makes a difference for parents.
So put the Rogue on your shopping list if that's the category you're looking for.
Yeah, it's you know, there aren't any bad ones in that category anymore. It's gotten to the point where there are a lot of cars you can look at, and there are many factors that you're going to end up looking at to make a decision on that,
including the price and the deals.
Yeah,
price, deals, yeah, warranty,
incentives,
and the color, the all-important color. I love that color. Yeah.
Ridesandrives.com for more on all of this. Harvey, good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
All right, now let's head over to Austin with a look at the forecast. Some sprinkles, I guess, in the area.
Yeah, some sprinkles, some lighter rain showers here and there, but we do actually have plenty of rain chances, even quite a few storm chances on the horizon. So when is that going to move through? Make sure you stay tuned. Right after the break, I'm detailing your full extended forecast.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling. You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant, or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey, welcome back. Lots of cloud cover outside and a few of those lighter showers. We saw one move through our area here not too long ago. And again, they're going to stay on the lighter side of things here for today, even if you do end up seeing a shower. But the continued warmth, that is going to be the case here throughout much of this next 7 to 10 days. Humidity, unfortunately, I'm sad to report, that's going to be on the rise. So we do have some muggier days ahead of us today. The dew points are actually pretty decent, but it'd be nicer if it was a little bit lower. But storm chances, with the humidity rising, storm chances are also on the rise. Now you take a look at our Doppler track, not quite seeing storms as of right now, but we are looking at some of those lighter rain showers, especially in our western communities. Notice how some of these have tried to bring just a few sprinkles here to the Dane County area, and that's what we did end up seeing reach the ground, but really not too much overall rainfall is really expected here for today. Most of the lighter showers are actually up in the Northwoods currently, but here in southern Wisconsin, we still could see 1 or 2 of those lighter showers here over the next few hours. But our severe weather outlook for tomorrow does show a marginal risk for severe weather. And that does encompass pretty much our entire viewing area here in southern Wisconsin. And then you jump to Saturday, and especially out west, we do have even a slight risk for severe weather as of right now. So both Friday and Saturday, we are watching out for the potential for stronger storms, but you take a look at some of our latest modeling, and it still does show that we have that potential to see those showers and thunderstorms developing, but it doesn't look like it's the greatest chance to see those strong to severe storms tomorrow. That's why we have that marginal risk, but we still need to be weather aware just in case. 1 or 2 of these storms could become strong, possibly severe. This model really does like to bring this in here towards the end of the day on Friday, and then it does look like, based on a lot of our models, it brings in those showers and thunderstorms towards the morning hours here for Saturday. So that's what we're really watching out for. Here's another look at these models. Let's get this all the way to Friday again with those showers and storms. But then by the time we reach Saturday, especially in the morning hours, this is what we're watching out for here. Some showers and storms in the morning. Towards the afternoon and evening, still a potential to see some more shower and storm activity, but that chance does drop down just a little bit. Your extended forecast, it does show quite a bit of a warm up here still towards Monday and Tuesday with the upper 80s expected. But other than that, though, we are looking to cool things right back down afterwards. So high heat, not really the big picture here with this next 10 days. It's going to be those rain chances and storm chances, some of which could become strong to severe over these next few days.
So we took the 90s out.
We did. We just took the 90s out here for Monday. With that high humidity, it's going to be really tough to see those temperatures actually scaling into those lower 90s. So we did just drop that just a little bit.
I don't think anybody's going to complain about that.
No, I agree, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Austin.
Thanks, Austin.
After more than a year of lockdown measures and social distancing, the COVID-19 vaccines are fostering a summer of proposals, dating, and some other R-rated activities.
Claire Sebastian looks at the businesses making the most of the summer of love.
For Shane Williams, months of COVID restrictions had been leading to this moment. and it didn't disappoint.
I originally had it planned for actually December of 2020 in Quebec.
When the pandemic prevented them from traveling, the lawyer from New Jersey used that setback to save up. He hired a proposal planning company and even added a few more diamonds to the ring.
COVID, that was such a rough year. It was just, we were locked in the apartment the whole time, and I really wanted to spend some time and make it special. So I decided to wait until we could come to New York.
Did he exceed your expectations?
He did.
For professional proposal planner Tatiana Caicedo, it's been a busy summer and an emotional one.
Very often clients saying that his partner went through a lot this year and they want to do something nice for them. So, yeah.
Nice of you to be able to provide that.
Yes.
After months of fear and isolation, love, it seems, is back. Jewelers report engagement ring sales are soaring, and Google says search interest in dating hit a 5-year high in July. Here in New York, around 2/3 of adults are now fully vaccinated. So despite concerns about new variants, Sunset brings daters flocking to Manhattan's waterfront. Many who we spoke to, couples who got together during the pandemic.
It feels like we're just starting to date because we're just now getting to get out and get to know each other in other settings.
Yeah, we still have not yet seen our first maybe together.
We met on Hinge beginning of May last year, so right in the middle of it all.
She swiped left, I swiped right. We've been locked up for so many months now. I said now you can actually enjoy love.
And for the dating apps that made this possible, the summer brings new marketing opportunities. Dating app BLK, which caters to the black community,
Open up BLK, yes, okay, yeah. Profile picture looking tight, yeah.
releasing this remake of a previous hit from rapper Juvenile.
But before you find a date, you gotta wait, gotta go vaccinate, get it straight,
I will say since the release of Vaxstat Thing Up, we've definitely seen a spike in registrations, like 30% more registrations than like 4-week prior trends.
And like many dating apps, BLK now lets you filter for vaccination status with its Vaxified badge.
To date, we've had over 180,000 BLK users add the badge to their profile. And we found that over half of our users, they want to know if their match is vaccinated or not.
So while it's clear COVID changed the way people date, it also helped many realize what really matters is the people you love. Claire Sebastian, CNN, New York.
Aw.
Proposal planners?
It's a brave new world, isn't it?
I'm glad I'm married.
See, but nothing tops that.
That's right.
A card from a viewer who's watched you forever.
Yep, absolutely.
Made his whole day.
It did. Well, coming up at 4, we'll talk with Dr. Zorba Pastor about COVID and the rise of the Delta variant.
And then coming up next hour at 5, our reporter Talil Moladin tells us about special grants to try to bring back businesses inside vacant buildings. We'll have that story at 5.
Looks like it's time to trade. Because it's trade month at your local Ford dealers. Get more cash for your eligible trade-in. Any brand, any model, all month long. Get Trade Assist cash on top of what your eligible vehicle is worth and trade up to a new Ford SUV. Your trade-in is worth more than you think. Only during trade month. Right now, get up to 1,000 Trade Assist bonus cash on eligible models. It's trade month at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
I learned long ago, if you've got the right tools and a little know-how, you can do it yourself. And no wall of mine's gonna get some dime a dozen paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. Premium performance from start to that tough, washable, one-coat finish. It exceeds expectations of what makes great paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
Get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
You protected our rights.
preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Tonight at 5, masks are being required at more places in Madison. Plus, while your four-legged friend may be able to go along with you to your next shopping trip. That's tonight at 5.
And the chance for showers and thunderstorms increasing as we look ahead to the end of the week and the weekend. We'll take a look at your full 10-day.
And ahead at 6, the Wisconsin Medical Society weighs in as all the major healthcare systems in our area announce vaccination mandates for staff. That story and more ahead tonight. Join us for News 3 Now at 6.
Here's a live look at downtown Madison on a very hazy and a sprinkly kind of August afternoon. Temperatures down because of that. And we want to update you on a previous story. That Amber Alert we told you about for the 2-year-old missing boy has been canceled.
Yeah, the boy has been found and is safe, so that's good news.
That is good news. It's time now for Dr. Zorba Pastor. He's joining us from his office in Oregon. Zorba, good to see you again.
Good to see you guys.
We're going to take your calls coming up in the next segments. 270-9933, the number to call, but hold off before the commercial break. So let's talk about the Delta variant, Zorba. This is ravaging the country.
Right, it's ravaging the country. So the Delta variant is essentially much more infectious than the original Alpha, Beta, Gamma. In other words, the Delta is worse. This is what RNA viruses do. They mutate, so the strongest one ultimately is the one that basically overpowers the other viruses. And the thing about it is, if you're immunized, you are definitely, the chances of you being in the hospital are minimal. In other words, only 1 or 2% of those who are immunized end up in the hospital. But the problem is we now know you can have breakthrough COVID, and we now know you can spread it to others. So we have to go back to that magic solution of masking, something we really don't want to do, but if we're indoors, the recommendations are now, we really should be masking. The answer is we're kind of used to it, and so we have to go back one step. But the ultimate answer is to get immunized. And if you look in the South, especially in Louisiana, they're now having lots of people who are saying, I'm not going to get immunized, getting immunized because that's important, especially for people in their 20s and 30s who are still behind even our listening and our viewing area. Go out, go to Walgreens, get a shot, get immunized. That's the answer.
And if you're having any symptoms of any kind, sometimes it gets confusing with so many people suffering from allergies, with a runny nose and throat. Do you suggest going to get tested just to be sure?
Absolutely. And the reason is because you may infect others, not just for yourself. Of course, we don't have any major treatment for COVID, but especially if you're immunized, you feel like you've got a sore throat or cold, do it. I just got back from Chicago from a family picnic. I had a cousin who said, gee, I just wasn't tasting right, got COVID. He was immunized. He has a very minor case, but he did not come to the family picnic. Good thing to do.
Absolutely.
You're getting tested for others, not just for yourself. But when you get immunized, you're getting immunized for yourself, and you're keeping all of us safe. It's public health. It's just like we don't spit in the street. It's just like we wash our hands after we go to the bathroom. We all have to get immunized. We ought to get up to 100%. There is no excuse.
Yeah, virtually everyone that's hospitalized right now is unvaccinated.
Yeah, 97 to 98%. That means if you're not vaccinated, there's a good chance if you get COVID, you're going to end up in the hospital. That makes no sense.
All right. Now's the time to call in if you have a question for Dr. Zorba Pastor.
The number to call, 270-9933. We'll take a quick break and we'll get to your questions right after this.
With one of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, yeah, he says high five. That's right. since the last time we were here?
We sure have. Say Austin and I, proud third-generation owners, and now we're working on our fourth generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the three of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now. Very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands and companies that we've worked with for a very long time. We have a number of great lines, including Serta mattresses, Smith Brothers, FlexSteel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the heir's last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including, two salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it. Right? What are some of the biggest things that sets you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
With less moderate to severe eczema, why hide your skin? If you can help heal your skin from within. With Dupixent, adults saw long-lasting, clearer skin and significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. Talk to your doctor about Dupixent.
I was just a kid when I first went with my dad on a job. I was replacing windows back when long hair was in. And by the time I took over for my dad, I had a little bit less on my head and a lot more on my face. Look at that stash. Wow. I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. The times sure have changed, but our quality hasn't. Get triple pane for the price of double at scottthewindowguy.com. Did Scott the Window Guy wear a powder blue tux to his wedding? You bet your glass he did.
And welcome back. Taking a peek at our current traffic as of right now. Slowdowns on the normal spots. We usually see those slowdowns right now on the Beltline, but we're looking pretty good to go otherwise in the Madison area. Taking a peek down to the Janesville spot. Much of the same. Green means go. We're looking pretty good to go, even with those light rain showers currently falling for some spots.
All right, Austin, thank you. Dr. Zorba Pastor is with us. We're taking your calls at 270-9933. Welcome back, Zorba. Let's go to our first caller. It's Vicki in Broadhead. Hi, Vicki. What's your question?
Vicki, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Go ahead.
I've heard people say that the shot can change your DNA. Where's that coming from?
Well, it's coming from fake news, I'll tell you that much. The shot does not change your DNA. RNA does not go into the nucleus. That's a good example of fake news that some people are propagating because they don't believe in vaccinations. And those people, I think, basically should be sued and should be taken off of social media. It's a total lie. It does not change the DNA. That is fake and false.
All right, that's pretty clear. Let's go to Peter now in Madison. Hi, Peter. What's your question?
Hi, I have a question about masks. When COVID first came out, there was a draw on the medical style masks. Then people started making cloth masks. What are the masks we should be wearing now?
Well, good masks are masks such as this, which are sort of the medical masks. Those are surgical masks that are worn during surgery. The N95, of course, is a good mask, hard to get and very tight on you. Cloth masks are not as good, but on the whole, if you've got a cloth mask with a filter, it will be good. It'll be good. But still, these are really good masks. You can now get these in many, many stores. Now very able to get in a variety of, grocery
they caught up with production. They're very, very available.
Yes.
That's right.
All right, let's go to Julie in Madison. Hi, Julie. What's your question?
Hi, Dr. Zorba. I was vaccinated 6 months ago this month. Should I be concerned of a booster or anything like that now?
Not at this point. We don't know if we're going to need a booster. We have boosters for things like shingles. We have boosters. of course, for flu shot, for pertussis, for tetanus. Right now, the CDC doesn't see a reason to have a booster. And let's remember, a number of people in the earliest part of the studies are now more than 1 year out, and we haven't seen any more COVID in them. So right now, the answer is no booster. We will know over the next few months whether or not we need to get one. But at this point, the answer is no.
Yeah, scientists will let us know when it's time.
That's right.
All right, let's go to Cass in Madison. Hi, Cass. What's your question? Cass, can you turn down your TV? Go ahead.
Hi, I was hospitalized in December with COVID. I recovered, and I was about to go get a vaccination this week, and I found today that I've been exposed to a person that's just been diagnosed with COVID. And I was exposed last week. Should I go get the vaccination, or should I wait?
Well, first of all, you should definitely get the vaccination. There's no doubt. Having COVID does not protect you necessarily from getting COVID again, so you need to get it. If you came into close quarters with somebody, I'd wait 3 or 4 days and then get checked. I would self-quarantine if you were close quarters with somebody with COVID. I would wait until day 3 or 4. I would be then tested by your doctor. If you're negative, chances are you did not get COVID, then go get vaccinated. Definitely should get the vaccine.
All right, very good. Let's go to Pam in Watoma. Hi, Pam. What's your question?
Hi, my doctor and I also called CDC. Nobody can answer my question. If I can't take the flu shot, is it safe to take the COVID shot?
Oh, I can definitely answer the question. The answer is yes. They're manufactured completely differently. The COVID shot has the Johnson & Johnson, the Moderna, and the Pfizer. They have nothing to do with the influenza vaccine. So the answer is yes, get your COVID shot.
So it's all...
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So it's a different kind of mechanism.
Different technology, different mechanism. Definitely can get it. If you have a question, you talk to your doctor. You also can stay around. Remember, the reaction to the COVID shots are minimal. You're 10 times more likely to be struck by lightning. Just hang around for 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour afterwards. That's when most of the reactions occur. There's no evidence that there's any cross-reactivity between the flu shot and the COVID vaccine.
We're just about out of time, so I'm going to ask Luella's question from Monroe. She wants to know, can the shot cause infertility?
Not at all. Another example of false news. It doesn't cause infertility. Those people, once again, should be sued for doing false news and giving it to people.
God bless the internet, huh?
Well, I'm glad you get a chance to set the record straight, Zorba. We appreciate it.
Zorba, thanks for being with us today. Thank you all for calling in. I wish we had more time.
Yeah, we always do. We'll see you next week, Zorba. Thank you so much.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Medicine works in a rich body just as well as a poor body. It's as effective in 90210 as it is in 86503. Medicine will not discriminate against the color of your skin. We make medicine. Not just for some, but for everyone.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
What if you could help the environment and get a great night's sleep at the same time? The Beauty Rest Harmony Luxe utilizes recovered plastics from the ocean to create a durable and luxurious fabric. And right now at Steinhoffel's, you can get a Queen Harmony Luxe starting at just $15.99. With Steinhoffel's free delivery and 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhoffel's and steinhoffels.com.
Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Friday on News 3 Now this morning, we continue to track the Delta variant as cases skyrocket.
And Chris Reese watching chances for rain in your weekend forecast. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action to discover and report the facts to make sure your voice is heard. That's why News 3 Now investigates.
Welcome back. Here's a look at how you can plan out your evening. Quite a bit of cloud cover, temperatures falling into the middle to low 70s, and that small chance to see a passing lighter shower. And then your extended forecast shows plentiful additional chances to see shower and thunderstorm potential tomorrow, as well a marginal risk for severe weather, especially towards the afternoon and evening hours. So we're going to continue to keep a close eye out on Friday, especially. Then it gets hot at times for the beginning of next week. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse.
Power your pets with Mounds brand dog power, perfect cat, and wild bird seed foods. They're nutritionally balanced, guaranteed fresh, and made in the USA. And every 11th bag is free.
Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all.
And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Oh, baby, I have sinned. Baby, this is my last confession. You know I've never been no good. But when I'm with you, it feels like heaven. I'm begging for mercy, baby. Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
In today's Final Touch, a California boy who received a sweet surprise.
All thanks to employees of an Old Navy store. 5-year-old Heath Harlow has autism. When he shops with his mom at Old Navy, he loves the dog display and looks for it every time. Well, last month, Magic the dog was gone, and Heath became upset. Heath's mom explained that kids with autism thrive on routine, and when something is different or changes, they can get upset. A sales associate saw the situation unfolding, so she tracked down Magic and returned it to the display. And get this, last Friday, Old Navy surprised Heath by giving him his own Magic dog to take home.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so nice.